Assalamu alaikum. I am a Muslim. My mom is not a Muslim. And in today's video, I'm going to have my mom give advice to parents who have a Muslim kid, right? We've got this whole wave, people are reverting to Islam. And what I've noticed interviewing a bunch of Muslim reverts, most of them end up having a bad relationship from their family. Either it's poor communication, family doesn't accept them, whatever it is. And alhamdulillah, we have a good relationship. Besides, she cut my hair the other day, and now I've got like a bald spot on top of my head.
It wasn't my fault. The guiders popped off.
So we're doing quite good though. We'll start off bland. What is your advice to a parent? They say they're either Christian, they're atheist, they're not religious, and their kid tells them, "I'm a Muslim." What advice do you have for that parent?
I would say for all parents, we need to look at that having a good relationship with our kid is more important than we have to be right. And look at, is what they're doing bringing any harm, or is it making their life more joyous, giving them more purpose? And if that is making their life those things, then I think we need to support our children in endeavors that bring them closer to God and bring them closer to themselves, whether it's the way we thought that journey needed to look or not.
Would you have any advice for people who maybe think it's something that it's not? You didn't fall into this category. Like, you were pretty aware of what the actual religion was, but I think a lot of people who maybe listen to too much Fox News don't know what Islam is. Would you say anything to those parents?
I would say it's good to first get educated before you make any kind of a decision. Actually look at what is that religion about and try to delineate between what we've heard versus what something actually is before we have judgment.
Would you say there's any specific things you would tell the parents to do or to say to make their kid feel accepted, not feel scared or whatever? Because even sometimes when people have a good relationship with their parents, there's a lot of Muslims who are scared to even bring it up. They don't know what their parents would say. And for you, and I've made a video on this, the first thing that you said when I told you I was a Muslim, Canyon, you're my son. I'm going to love you no matter what. And that just like reaffirmed, I'm like, okay, like it's a safe space. So what would you tell the parents? What should they say to their kids?
Well, I think that comes about more of the whole culture and how you're raising your kids versus just one thing you're going to say to them, but that your kids know, and that knowing comes from years of experience of how you react to other things, that it's a safe place to come to you and that you'll always love them.
What's your number one piece of advice for parents? Because you've done an impeccable job. So if you could pick one thing, you have to pick one. If you want a part two where she has to say more, drop in the comments that she should do a part two. So yeah, one.
I think all things come from the self work. Same with advice for any kind of relationship is really taking care of yourself. And I think that helps you then be able to take care of your kids.
I want to switch it to the kid now, okay? Would you have any advice to someone telling their parents? So I'll give some advice first. What I've noticed, some of the mistakes that reverts have made is it was too abrupt. They didn't tell them anything. They didn't know they were looking into Islam. And then one day they're like, hey, Mom, I'm a Muslim. And that can be a little extreme. Versus the ones who ended up having good relationships with their family afterwards usually kind of slowly introduced it. Like if we look at me, for example, I'm like, hey, my business partner is Muslim. Oh, I'm going to the mosque. I'm in Pakistan. I'm learning about their stuff. So it wasn't super abrupt for them. So that's what I would say to anyone is like, ease it into it. Understand that Islam is kind of foreign to a lot of people. Would you have any other advice?
I would say too, for the child to share the angle on what they're getting out of it versus just the label of what it is. Like, how is that benefiting them? How are they becoming a better human being, a better person through that? And I think if you can show that lens, because most parents just really want their children to be happy and to be well in the world, and if you can show that that is giving you that, then I think you'd be happy for your kid.
Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Love you too.
Besides the bald spot you gave on my head.